In a bit of serendipity, Mario Open Golf actually ties back to a Famidaily I did just a couple days ago. You see, Nintendo didn't develop their previous golf games. Golf, Golf Japan Course, and Golf USA Course were all developed by HAL Laboratory. But when the time came for a new console golf game, Nintendo brought it in-house. In interviews, HAL staffers have said that they were rather disappointed that Nintendo chose to do that. They had been Nintendo's golf people. Maybe it was because HAL had been making golf games for other people. But either way, the fact that Mario Open Golf was developed in-house by Nintendo was a sign of the weak relationship right when HAL needed them the most. But what's this golf game like? Well, it's definitely the most packed golf game we've seen on the Famicom so far. There are 5 complete courses here, plus a 6th course that's made up of holes from all of the other courses. At this point, it's rare for a golf game to offer more than one course, and here we have 5. However, they don't just let you pick out a course. You have to successfully complete a round of golf on a course before it will let you take on the next one. Now I know what you're thinking. Eventually it'll go in. But that's the trick. Mario Open Golf has a stroke limit for every course. You have to complete the Japan course within 18 over par. Which admittedly doesn't sound that bad, but it's going to take you a while to get used to the controls, and I'm going to guess it'll take a couple of hours of play before you've got it down enough where you can pull that off. Making things extra difficult is that it doesn't let you just play out the course to the end. The moment you go 18 over par, the sun sets and you're pulled off the course for the day. So you can't even practice the later holes after you've knocked the ball into water hazards for a while. As the game progresses, the limit to pass gets lower and lower. You have to complete the Australian course within 12 over par, the French course within 8 over par, the Hawaiian course within 4 over par, and then the absurdly long UK course in just 2 over par. The gameplay is basically the same thing as the original Famicom Golf. You've got an overhead view of the hole, you aim left and right, press up and down to select your club, hit A to go forward, then you get an opportunity if you want to have topspin or backspin. You can also choose the speed of the stroke. This affects how high the ball flies. Once you're set, hit A to start the backswing, hit A again to connect with the ball. Hit it too early and you slice the ball to the right, hit it too late and you hook the ball to the left. And of course, once you get it on the green, then you're putting and you only have to hit it once to decide the power. The arrows on the green show you the slope, and the size of the arrows indicates how steep the slope is. It's all fairly basic. Mario Open Golf does have a rather extensive set of options at the clubhouse. Naturally, you can choose which clubs you're going to take with you. You can also set what you want the default options to be for your swing. Training mode will let you play any hole that you've got into, and the game automatically saves any hole where you shoot under par. It only retains the previous 5 of them, but it's still kind of an interesting feature to have. Usually the 8-bit sports games aren't well remembered, but Mario Open Golf is an exception. Probably because Mario's part of the title, but also probably because it really is the sequel to Golf. That's the Famicom Golf, not the whole game of golf. It's not hard to find people talking about how much they like this one. I myself couldn't make a whole lot of progress while I was playing. My shots and putts just never quite went where I wanted them to. I'm sure I could dial it in eventually, but I got retired from the first course twice. At least Mario Open Golf has a battery save, so that if I ever did get past the Japan course, I could keep the progress. I also noticed while I was playing that the holes are kind of wild. The early ones seem downright normal, but then you've got ones where there's a narrow shot through the trees off the tee, or where the fairway's more like an obstacle course, and you're reminded that this is not a golf simulator. Still, of all the golf games I've played so far on the Famicom, I think Mario Open Golf would be my preference. It's not as technically skilled as Namco's games, but just having 90 holes of golf to play gives you more to do than any other Famicom golf game. And having a progression system in the game is a good thing, even if it was holding me back. It's also better than the US version. NES Tournament Golf excised 2 of the courses for some reason, and removed the progression system. So if you want some 8-bit golf, Mario Open Golf is probably the version to play.